Okay, welcome as you're filing in. I'm just going to wait a few more seconds for the rest of the folks to enter the webinar, and then we will get started and just go over some quick housekeeping items before our panelists start their presentations. Okay, so welcome. Thank you for coming. This is so incredibly important. I know it's so difficult to, try to pivot and to learn about all of these different universities and colleges when you're not able potentially to go to all of them. And I know a lot of them are now offering, and they'll talk about if you can come to their campus or not, but this is a great way for you to, in one session, learn about a handful of different universities and colleges. What I'm telling you next is incredibly important. At the bottom of your screen, there is a Q&A button. So if you have any questions for our panelists at any time, at the bottom, click the Q&A. Your camera and your microphone are off. They can't see you or hear you. So if you have a question for any of these universities or colleges, that Q&A at the button, that Q&A button at the bottom will be your best bet to get an answer right away. You can sign up for more sessions in the same place that you signed up for this one. A recording of this, including the chat, will be available in less than a week at strivescan.com/Pennsylvania. And again, really important, if you have any questions for our panelists, at the bottom of your screen is a Q&A button. You can ask questions and they can answer you in real time in this 45 minutes. We are going to kick it off with Allegheny College.
All right, hi everyone, welcome. I'm just going to share my screen. There we go. I'm Amanda Carroll. I'm an admissions counselor at Allegheny College. We are a small liberal arts and sciences college located in northwestern Pennsylvania. We were founded in 1815, so that makes us the 32nd oldest college in the nation. So definitely over 200 years of rich history there. This slide kind of looks into some awards and rankings we've won, and also just kind of Allegheny at a glance by the numbers. Some things I like to point out. So we are a part of the Colleges That Change Lives. If you haven't heard of that, definitely check out the book. It's a book of about almost 45 schools now that really focus on the student experience. We also were ranked for the second year in a row for the top 20 for best undergraduate teaching. So definitely a huge kudos to our faculty and our professors, and just the unique relationships you will forge with them during your time at Allegheny. This past year, we also achieved carbon neutrality. We were the first college in Pennsylvania and 8th in the nation to do that. Our environmental science program is ranked 4 in the country, so it's definitely a big draw for our students and something that's a huge deal. But you don't have to be a part of that department in order to care about conservation and environmentalism. It really took the entire campus coming together to achieve that carbon neutral goal. We are composed of 1,800 students, so just under 2,000 students, all undergraduate students. So you're not competing with graduate level students for research and internship opportunities. Our professors rely heavily on our undergrad students to do research with them, even including their first year. We also are 100% residential, meaning you have a place to stay all 4 years, and there's an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So this kind of gives a glimpse as to far as where we're located. We're kind of in the middle of 3 major cities, so Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Buffalo, also not too far from Toronto. The top 10 states are highlighted in green, but currently we have 47 different states and 70 countries represented on Allegheny's campus. So it's truly a community where students come from so many different places. It's not the type of campus where students are packing up on the weekend and going home. There's always people around and always things to do. You'll learn a lot from your professors and in the classes, but you'll also learn a lot from the people you surround yourself with and your peers. So that's always a great experience to have as well. What distinguishes us? So we have a major minor combination, which I will go over in the next slide. We also have a strong emphasis on undergraduate research. So we have at least 100 students on campus every summer doing research that includes music, philosophy, political science, biochem, every department. and also experiential learning. So learning, as I said, expands beyond the typical classroom, whether it's study abroad, whether it's clubs and organizations, athletics, whatever it is you're getting involved in, and the leadership you have in that. Internships, pretty much everything help you learn and grow, and that all ultimately adds to your college experience as well. So the major minor combination is one of the biggest differences with Allegheny. So you have to have a major and a minor from 2 of the 4 different divisions, or 2 of the 4 circles. You don't have to decide that until the end of your sophomore year. So if you know what you want to do, great, jump right in. We don't have gen ed requirements, so it really allows you to kind of make it your own academic experience. But if you're passionate about more than one thing, why not explore both? We don't want you to choose a career and fit yourself into that box and study what's going to get you there. We want you to study what you love and create your career for yourself from there. You can also self-design a major if you want, if you're on the pre-health, pre-law, any of that tracks. We also have programs for that and advising within our major minor construct as well. We also have a senior project requirement, so all of our students complete this. It's original research that you propose, you conduct, and you defend yourself. This is something that you completely come up with on your own. It can be in a lab like this picture shows, or you could be hosting a vocal performance concert or doing lighting design for theatrical productions on campus. But this is your time to set yourself apart. This is your time to explore what you love. You can then get published from this. You can present your research at conferences. It really just opens a lot of doors for you. And it also gives you a great bragging point as well. In terms of after graduation, so 60% of our students are employed, 95% of those are hired within the first 6 months of graduation, which helps lead us into being in the top 10% for best economic value or return on investment. 30% of our students will go on to graduate professional school. That includes, so our grad school acceptance rate is between 80 and 100%. That includes med and law school. For the past few years, that's hovered just over 90%. So those rates are over twice the national average. So whether you're looking to become a doctor, a lawyer, get your doctorate in a certain degree, get your master's, whatever it may be, 30% of our students do that. And then 10% of our students will do service. So we're usually ranked in the top 10 for small schools producing Peace Corps volunteers. And recent years, we've been in the top 5. We also have students that go into Habitat for Humanity, Teach for America, National Health Corps, a bunch of pathways like that as well. Service is really at the root of Allegheny. So students love to explore that before they go on into a career or grad school or anything like that. And then lastly, this kind of slide just kind of goes over like virtual events and things that are happening on campus. Our campus is open for visits. So if you would like to come visit campus, go for it. We do have students on campus. You can also sign up for virtual events. If you have any questions, you can email the admissions@allegheny.edu event email account. And then we also have @GoToAllegheny, which is our admissions Instagram account, which is kind of a one-stop shop for all things alumni takeovers, current student takeovers, whatever it may be, just to kind of get a glance at what Allegheny looks like and what our student body and community is like as well. All right, I'll pass it over to the next person.
Thomas, sorry, I was muted. Okay, so yeah, so thank you, Megan. It is now you.
Awesome. Hello, everybody. It's so nice to be here with you. Definitely excited to share some of Jefferson. Just to kind of orient us a little bit, Thomas Jefferson University itself is pretty large. Our undergrad campus, though, and our undergrad offerings are very small purposefully. So when we're talking about Jefferson, that's why it's labeled here as the East Falls campus, because East Falls is the undergraduate campus, okay? So just to orient us a little bit. But we'll talk more about East Falls. So East Falls is technically within the city of Philadelphia, but it's not an urban campus. So we're definitely more suburban, very green, 100 acres. Not only do we have Philly very close by, we're only about a 15-minute drive into Center City, or like a 25-minute bus ride into Center City. But we also have our own community in East Falls and Manayunk, et cetera. So we've got a lot going on right where we are, but we're also very, very close to the city city. And lots of our students will go into Philadelphia just for fun, have dinner, go to museums, but also to use that for professional purposes. So looking for internships, looking for jobs in Philly. So that's very, very common for our students. We have 2,800 undergrads who go to school on the East Falls campus, and that means that your classes are going to be pretty small. So if we're talking about classes directly related to your major, we're talking about 12 or 13 people in those classes with you. If we're talking about some of our general education requirements that everybody has to take while they're at Jefferson, for those you might have about 30 people in those classes with you, but never really more than that. We have 2 lecture halls on campus. We only use them for events, so that's not something that you would have to be worried about. And we are a private institution, so it doesn't matter whether you're living out of state or in state, et cetera. The cost of attendance is going to be the same. This is a long slide. This is a lot, but these are all of our undergrad program offerings. And the way that Jefferson admissions will work is that you actually apply into your chosen major, and you can give us up to 3 different choices as to what you are interested in. So clearly, as your first choice, you would put your first choice, what it is that you are very interested in studying. But we do give you 2 different options after that, just in case you're not admitted into your first choice. We will then look at you for your second choice. And if you don't get into your first or second, then we look at you for your third choice. So here on the left, you'll see all of our architecture, our business, our design programs. And then over in the middle to the right, you'll see all of our science and health programs. So we are really unique in that all of these students go to school together, and all of these majors are very different from one another. So you will be able to take classes with lots of different students and learn how those people think and the types of career aspirations that they're interested in versus what you're interested in, and really grow as a person. The only things I really want to point out on this screen here are that some of our programs are accelerated dual degrees. And that means if you're admitted into the program as a first-year student, not only are you earning your bachelor's degree, but also your master's or your doctorate along the way. And it just depends on which of those programs that you're interested in. We have the PA, the occupational therapy, physical therapy programs that run that way. So just wanted to point those out because they do have slightly different application processes as well. And we do have a 97% success rate, and that means that within 6 months of graduation, you are either gainfully employed or enrolled in the graduate program of your choice. So career services will help you along the way. Your professors are also going to help you along the way, because our professors, for the most part, are still working within the field that they teach. And that's really important because their networks are very fresh. They know people who are hiring, they know people looking for interns, and they can just tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, Sammy, I really think you should apply for X. Like, I think this is perfect for you. So they know that this is part of their promise to you, is to help you become a successful adult out in the world. So I talked a little bit about our location. We really do love it. Walkable from campus. We have all of these different spots that our students actually hang out at. These are all recommendations from our own students. So there's lots to do out in East Falls. But if you were interested in taking the bus or hitching a ride with your friend who has a car on campus, then you also have access to all of these different spots in Philly and in the surrounding area, like King of Prussia, et cetera. So these are all going to be really great resources for you for fun, but also professionally. We have lots of different clubs on campus. Do not spend all of your time studying. It's not healthy. Make friends, do fun things. We have lots of different options for you. So most of our students will belong to whatever industry association is pertains to their major, their area of study. So we want you to grow professionally, but also make lots of friends who might also be taking all of your classes with you. Our campus is really big on community service. Many of our students will study abroad as well. And lots of our and where you study abroad is also going to be directly related to whatever it is that you're studying. So we have lots of different options, and you will be learning along the way as well while you travel. And we are a D2 school, so we can give athletic scholarships. My recommendation is that if anybody is interested in playing any of these sports on the screen for Jefferson, just let us in admissions know, because we can help you along this process. We can introduce you to the correct coach. We can really make this very, very simple for you, so you just let us know. And a couple of opportunities that we have right now, you can sign up for one-on-one Zooms with admissions counselors. You can ask to speak to a current student who's in the program that you're interested in. You can talk to financial aid, you can talk to professors, you can talk to deans. All of these people really do want to speak with you. We want to make connections. We are missing all of our students. We do have students on campus, but I know that the time spent at home away from everyone has really meant that all of our faculty and staff really do want to speak with you, and just let us know what we can do. So here on the screen, you'll see that we do have the information for undergrad admissions, financial aid. If you have any questions whatsoever, please go ahead and email the enroll@jefferson.edu, because those questions will be directed to your specific admissions counselor, and you can work with that person through the entirety of your application process. And it really does simplify matters to be talking to one person about all of your questions. And our application will open August 1st, and you can apply through the Common App or through the My Jefferson application on our own website. And we have no preference as to which one that you use. So please ask questions. I'm very excited to be here with you guys, but that is Jefferson.
Okay, thank you so much. Next up, we have Luzerne County Community College.
Good evening. Could you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, this is some facts on this slide about Luzerne County Community College. Our college has 100+ majors. We also have an open door admissions policy. We have affordable tuition, financial aid and scholarships, 13-to-1 student faculty ratio. Our college was founded in 1967, and we have 40+ transfer agreements. We have 9 campus locations. We have degrees, diplomas, and certificates that will transfer, or students could go right into to their field of employment. We have career services that could help them write a resume. They could also help them with interviewing skills and with job leads. Right over here is the campuses. The main campus is in Manicoke. And then we also have campuses in Scranton.
Ed, I'm not sure if if you shared your screen, but we can't see it. And it sounded like you said you were sharing your screen.
Yes, yes.
I don't know if you want to try sharing your screen again and see if it works.
Okay, let me just try it again.
You might have to start your video, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not. At the bottom, it's green and it has an arrow that points up. It says share screen.
Yes. Okay, I have the video too, but I'm trying to get the PowerPoint going. I have it behind me, but was it up at all or not?
No.
No.
If it helps too, if you want to like go at the end and you can email me your thing and I can actually share my screen for you if that's easier.
No, can you see it now at all or not?
I can see you.
Okay, you still can't see the PowerPoints.
But you have to click share screen. And then when you click share screen, you should have options of what screen you want to share, and you should be able to click your PowerPoint or your slides. And yeah, if you need more time, I can put you towards the end and we can.
Yeah. Could you do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we will put you after Alabama. So next we'll have Keuka. I hope I said that right. Please help me.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. Okay, so my name is Kyla Waddell. I'm an admissions counselor at Keuka College. We are situated right on Keuka Lake in the Finger Lakes, which is always a bonus to live lake life year round. We sit on over 300 acres. So we have a robust outdoor adventure program. We've got a ropes course on campus. Anything outdoors, we've got it. We also have different things you can take out on the lake in between classes, on the weekends to enjoy with friends as well. So some Keuka College fast facts. We are a 4-year institution and we are a private college. So we do have some really great academic scholarships available to students that are accepted, which I'll definitely go over. And we are a residential campus as well. So our students will have community style their freshman year, and after your freshman year, you're considered an upperclassman. So we do have suite style and apartments available for students that are sophomores through seniors. And we are a liberal arts college as well, meaning that our students will be taking some core courses to really help set you up for success in your major specific courses. And so you will get to take a few of your major specific courses your first year as well, just to kind of get a feel if it's a right fit for you. And we are a small school, a little under 1,200 undergrad students. Your average class size is 18 students. Our professors are really big on giving you that personal experience, that one-on-one attention, making sure you can ask those hard questions in class. You know, you're not going to be in, any big lecture halls. We have 2 on campus, and those are used for, maybe guest speakers that come to campus. But we try our best to keep it at that average 18. Academics wise, we have some really amazing programs on campus. We have 37 majors you can choose from. My advice to you is make sure you pick a college that has your top 3, just in case you ever do, down the line decide to change your major. It's nice when that college that you picked as the right fit has it for you. We've got 28 minors that you can mix and match with. And we also do have 30+ concentrations within your major and 8 pre-professional programs you can choose from. So these are all of our majors that we offer at Keuka. Some really popular ones I'll just kind of name off is our American Sign Language, English interpreting program, and just our American Sign Language program. We have some really amazing professors that really, will help you really grow your knowledge of the deaf community and deaf culture, as well as the language. And that's always a common minor for our students. We also have popular majors in biology, our management program, education, as well as our dual degree nursing, occupational therapy, and psychology program. So a lot for you to choose from. And something really cool about Keuka College, and it's something that we are nationally recognized for, is our field period program. We're very big on experiential learning, hands-on learning, making sure you feel confident in yourself and the career path that you're going to go down. So every single major, every single year, starting your freshman year, gets to do 140 hours of an internship, cultural experience, community service, spiritual exploration, artistic endeavor, something that's going to add to your resume, something that is going to help you network. And you get to design it, which is really cool. We want to make sure you get everything out of it that you want. We have students that will go abroad. They've gone to Nicaragua, they've gone to Thailand, they've gone to England, really to kind of experience and travel while you're in college. We have students that have done internships with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and she got to call families and let them know their wishes were granted. And she was like, that was the most rewarding experience I ever had. And so there's some really cool opportunities for you at Keuka to really figure out what it is that you want to do. And if you come in, in a major and you decide your freshman year after experiencing it, no, this isn't the right path for me, you can easily change it. So we're trying to set you up for success after those 4 years. And we do have a 96% placement rate within 6 months of graduation. And we really do think this hands-on learning approach is really something that helps our students and helps that 96% placement rate. We also are a Division III college. So we are in the Empire 8 Athletic Conference. So being D3, you can definitely balance school, your sport that you love, and your social life and clubs. So we do have 14 different Division III sports you can get involved in. One of our newest ones is our esports team we've had. So if you are into gaming, that is something that you can definitely do, as well as with our esports management degree. And obviously we do have our field hockey, softball, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, all those different options for you to choose from as well. We do have a recruit me form on our website that you can fill out and get in touch with a coach as well. We also are a rolling admissions college. So if you have not started the application process yet, it's not too late. You can have up until this August to apply. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. We are a free application either on the Common App or the Keuka website. All we require is an official transcript, one letter of recommendation from a core teacher or your school counselor in the application. And we are a SAT, ACT optional score. So you do not have to submit those to us at all. If you'd like, you can, but it's not a requirement. And being a private school, we do have some really great scholarship opportunities. So when you apply to Keuka and if you're accepted, you automatically are given an academic scholarship based on your GPA. And this is locked in place when you're accepted. And you're given this every single year that you're at Keuka. You don't have to do anything after applying to keep getting the scholarship. So if you have an 80% GPA to 100% GPA, you automatically will get this. Our highest scholarship is $20,250 and tuition is about $20,000. So right there, it does take off quite a big chunk of that tuition cost. And we do give over $18 million annually. So we do have other scholarship and grant opportunities for our students. We really want to make sure we can make college a possibility for you and, help it be, financially a good decision for you. So if you have questions about that, you can always reach out to us. And we also are doing visits on our campus. So you can come meet with a coach, admissions counselor, and take a tour of our beautiful Lakeside campus and check out Point Miamo. If you have any questions at all, you can feel free to give us a call or email us at admissions@keuka.edu. And we're happy to help.
All right, thank you so much. Next up, we're going to do the University of Alabama. Oh, you're muted, Chris.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Christy. My name is Chris Paul. I am the regional admissions recruiter of, Eastern Pennsylvania regional admissions recruiter from the University of Alabama. Let me just start my slideshow here. I work specifically for the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I always make that distinction because there are two other campuses, one in Birmingham and the other in Huntsville, but we are not connected for the admissions process. So if you are planning on applying to the Tuscaloosa campus, you want to make sure you are specifically applying to that campus. Tuscaloosa is a really amazing college city. It's a small to medium-sized city. Population is a little over 200,000 people. It really has become an extension of the campus, and it's a really great environment to enjoy not only Southern weather, but also Southern hospitality. At the University of Alabama, our total enrollment is a little under 38,000, and then our undergraduate enrollment is a little under 33,000. With that, 55% of our students undergraduate students do come from out of state. So for out of state students, it's a really great environment. We have all 50 states represented on campus. We also do have 76 countries represented internationally. For our academic majors, we have 70 undergraduate majors. And then when you include the minors and concentrations, you're looking at about 200 degree possibilities. So there's tons of things that you can get involved in and study on campus. We are also an R1 research university, which means we have the highest activity level of collegiate research on campus. We do have undergraduate research opportunities. Those are open to all majors, even if you're not going to be going into a research field after graduation. We really do encourage you to get involved. It's a great way to form partnerships with your faculty, also potentially get published. Will help you with your professional and also your educational development if you're planning on applying into graduate programs. We have a very active campus life as well. For Greek life, we are the largest Greek life system, undergraduate system in the country. So if you want to do Greek life, there really is no other place like Tuscaloosa to get involved. If you are not interested in Greek life, only 30% of our undergraduates do participate. 70% are not participating. So there are tons and tons of other outlets. We're really going to encourage you from the very beginning to get involved on campus, find your own community that will hopefully last you while you're on Tuscaloosa and then after graduation as well. For campus life, we do have over 600 student organizations. We are Division I athletics. If you are interested in sports, it's a big part of our culture in Alabama. If you are not competing at Division I, we also do have club sports, which are formal teams, so you're still practicing and competing. We also do have intramural programs. So, pickup games. What's really cool about our intramural programs is a lot of our faculty will participate. So it's a really great opportunity for students to form friendships with their faculty outside of the classroom. If you want to start your own organization, it's also very easy to do that. I think that's a big reason why we have grown to such a large number. And I think it's a really great example of our commitment to the individual student because we really are providing really amazing experiential learning opportunities through our clubs and organizations. I wanted to share just a few of our notable alumni, or as we call them on campus, legends. You will see here that we have tons and tons of different alumni in a lot of different industries, business, sports, broadcasting. Also, we do have very strong art programs as well, theater, dance, music, etc. So definitely, if you come to the university, we are going to be committed to your success. We were voted last year by Princeton Review to be the number 2 university in the country for internship opportunities. We are also the number 1 SEC conference university for internships. Also, all of our alumni after graduation do receive lifetime access to career services. So once you're a legend, if you're ever changing jobs, if you're ever looking for different career opportunities, you're always going to have the university supporting you in that process. For housing, we guarantee housing and require all first-year students to live on campus. We have 3 different styles. Apartment style, suite style is available for first-year students. We also have traditional, and we also have double occupancy, which is a shared room. And then you and your roommate would have a shared private bathroom. After first year, the majority of our students will choose to live off campus in Tuscaloosa. It is a lot of great savings in Tuscaloosa. The average 1-bedroom apartment is anywhere from $400 to $500 a month. So students are saving significantly over their undergraduate career if they choose to live off campus. We do have on-campus housing as well for upper class students. For our application, these are our automatic scholarships. The way you're going to get an automatic scholarship is if you have the GPA and test score that you see listed here, you would automatically qualify. For 2021, fall 2021 admissions, we are test optional. The final decision for 2022 has not been reached. The application for 2022 will open in July, and we will have a final decision hopefully by then. If we are going to be test optional, we still would encourage you to submit your test score if you qualify for an automatic merit scholarship. Also, once students are accepted, we do have competitive scholarships available. So you would be able to apply for additional scholarships, even if you do receive an automatic scholarship. Also, if you're test optional, that's going to be your way to get reviewed for scholarships. The scholarship deadline, priority deadline, is January 15th. So I really encourage everyone to apply early so you'll have enough time to thoroughly complete that application to give yourself the best chance to earn additional scholarships. This is my contact information. Like I said, I'm the Eastern Pennsylvania Regional Recruiter. So if you need anything else, I'm going to share my information in the chat as well. Please reach out. And as we say in Tuscaloosa, roll tide.
Thank you so much, Chris. Next up, we're going to attempt to do Luzerne County Community College. So I can see you, Ed. I don't know if you're able to share your screen.
Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to get it shared. Okay.
There you go. I see it. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, my name is Ed Hennigan. I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions at Luzerne County Community College. And the picture that you see in the slide, that's a picture of our campus center on campus. And that actually houses our counseling offices. And it also houses our fitness center and our tutoring center, bookstore, and cafeteria. Over here, these are some facts about LCC. We have over 100 majors. We have open door admissions. We have financial aid and scholarships, affordable tuition, a 13-to-1 student faculty ratio. We were founded in 1967. We have 40 plus transfer agreements, and we have nine campus locations. These are the campus locations that we have: Scranton, Pittston, Wilkes-Barre, Hazleton, Berwick, Watsontown, and Shamokin. We have an open door admissions policy, which clearly states that we don't require SATs to get into the college. For a certain GPA, we have open door admissions that everybody will have a chance to receive a quality, affordable education. And the student would complete the application for admissions. They could do that by going onto our college website. And if they do have SATs, they could have them sent in, because that would count later on if they got at least a 500 in their reading and 450 in their math. They would be exempt from their AccuPlacer test. And the AccuPlacer test that we give to students is to see where they're at academically before they're placed in classes. But once again, if they have a high enough SAT, then they wouldn't need to worry about it. But otherwise, all of our incoming students would take the AccuPlacer test before they would meet counseling. And the other thing that the students would need to send in would be their high school transcripts. And they would get that by just contacting their guidance office and having them send into our admissions office. As far as academic majors and programs, we have everything from business and information systems, health and wellness programs, such as dental hygiene, nursing, surgical technology, respiratory therapy. We have the advanced life support paramedic program. And we also have the health, physical education, exercise science program. We also have science and mathematics, human behavior and education. We have a culinary institute. We have legal studies, general studies. We have industry, manufacturing, and skilled trades. As far as the college goes, we offer quality and affordable education. LCCC costs 50 to 75% less than any other college or university. And over here, it kind of gives you the tuition. It's a little bit over $5,000 for a year of college. So if you compare that, it gives you the four-year public and private schools that, it's a pretty good buy, And what I was going to mention is that we're funded by the county and by the state. They pay a quarter of your education before you even walk through the door. Financial aid is available for students. They could click on to the admissions tab on our website, and then they could click on to financial aid and scholarships. And right now we have about 150 scholarships on the website. And we have a deadline every year for students. They could apply. April 30th is the deadline for the in-house scholarships. And those are run through the college's foundation office. We also offer college work study programs. So students could work up to 20 hours a week and pays $10 an hour. That's all run through our financial aid office. And as far as to pay for your tuition, if you don't receive any grant money or scholarship money, you can always take out a loan. And the loans you won't have to pay back until later on, until you're completely finished with college, because we have a lot of students that will do 2 years with us and then they'll transfer on to a four-year college or university as a junior. Because our college is Middle States accredited, our college credits will transfer nationwide. And we do have an early college program, and this is great for students. Any students that are at least 16 years old and completed their sophomore year would be able to participate in the early college program. You could actually earn college credits while you're in high school. So it gives you the tuition. The $40 a credit would be if the class is actually taught in your high school. If it's on campus, it would be $65 a credit. And then it gives you the regular tuition. Our regular tuition is $134 a credit. So you can see the savings to take advantage of that early college program. We have a lot of students right now who are taking college credits right now while they're in high school. Some of them are graduating with an associate degree, or at least even a certificate. Some of them are getting anywhere from like 30 to 60 credits. And once again, this is information about transfer to four-year colleges and universities. We also offer dual admissions agreements, and the dual admissions agreements that we have are listed over here. We have Marywood, we have King's College, University of Scranton, we have Bloomsburg University, East Stroudsburg University. And what it is a student would go onto our website and they would sign one of our dual admissions agreements within their first 30 credits at the college. And once they sign that dual admissions agreement, the scholarship money that they would receive from the following colleges would be based on their GPA. The higher their GPA, the more scholarship money that they would receive. And once they sign the dual admissions agreement, they'll have a representative from one of the four-year colleges or university be in touch with them as well to start inviting them to some of the events on their campuses. So this dual admissions agreement is great because not only does it guarantee them, into their college, but it also will also allow them scholarship money to help pay for the tuition. And to become a trailblazer here at the college, you would apply online. You would go to luzerne.edu. You would have your transcript submitted. You can contact your guidance office to have that done. Once you're admitted on your acceptance letter, it'll give you information to register to take the placement test. And then you would set up your LCC student account. And then you would meet with an advisor and register for classes. So it's basically 3 steps, 3 easy steps. And we have athletics here on campus. Right now we have softball, we have baseball, ladies basketball, men's basketball, and cross country, and ladies volleyball. We're intercollegiate athletic teams who compete in the Eastern Pennsylvania Athletic Conference, and we're also in GCA Division III. And I would just like to thank everybody tonight. I do apologize in the beginning with some of the technical difficulties with the PowerPoints, but I am available, and my associate Krista is on as well for any questions that you might have about the college. And if anybody does want to come in for a tour or anything, please contact our office. We're here Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. And if you go onto the website, you could also register. We have virtual appointments and tours, or you could come in person. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, so if all of our panelists could turn their camera on, if you could answer this question in the same order that you presented, we'll start with Allegheny College. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
My advice would just be to, as someone has said earlier, reach out to your admissions counselor. We're here to help. We want to help make this as less of a stressful process as possible. We want to build that relationship. So that's always my advice, is reach out. We can connect you from there and just help.
I think my advice, honestly, is be true to you and what you want to do. Don't apply to programs that you think your parents want you to do. Don't apply to programs because your friends are going there. Like, really think about what you guys want to do, because you're the only person who's going to be accountable for that the rest of your life. Let us know how we can help, but do take care of yourself, and proofread. That's my second piece.
So we could do Keuka.
My advice would be, make sure that school's the right fit for you. Do your research, meet with the professor virtually, in person, is always better, but right now virtually, try and do that. Talk with a student in that program or in the athletics program. Really get a sense of, if that's going to be a good fit for you. Based on those types of conversations, they can be really helpful in the college search process, and it could be the deciding factor on whether or not you found the right fit for you. So definitely do that.
And I would just go ahead.
Sorry. So my advice would be start your process early. You want to give yourself as much time as possible to get all the information, and also spend as much time to complete your applications successfully. You also want to make sure you're making any early deadlines for scholarships and things like that. And then the other small piece of advice I have is create an email that's dedicated specifically to your college search process. So as you're signing up to get information from your various colleges, you'll be able to keep track of all that information and not get it confused with your school email or your personal email address.
My advice would be to do your research and visit the campus. Also see if you could come for one of the shadow days on campus, because I know our campus, in fact, is the shadow days that the students could come in, and the department chairs will allow them to shadow for the day. So I think that's important to do as much the research as you can, whether it's a virtual tour right now, virtual appointments, any of the open houses, whether they're in person or virtual, to attend as many as you can.
Yeah, all great advice. I just want to thank our panelists again for being here to talk about their college or university, and to the future students out there. I wish you the best of luck in figuring out what works best for you when you exit out of here. There will be a quick survey you have to take. You can sign up for more sessions in the same place that you signed up for this one. And a recording of this will be available to not just our students and the parents out there, but also to our panelists at strivescan.com/Pennsylvania. So thank you so much, everyone, and have the best of nights and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.